Today's book is a perfect blend of magic, humor, and heartfelt connections. It invites reader into this whimsical world where witches exist between us secretly. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mehek. I hope you guys are all fine, and like always, I also hope that you guys are reading. Back with the book of the week that I finished. It's called Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu, Mandanna. It was a very fun, warm, and whimsical read for me. The story is about 31-year-old witch. Her name is Mika Moon. She has led a very lonely life. She often feels disconnected from people. That's because she's an orphan, and she is raised by she's always been raised by nannies and tutors. The reason she lives her life, adhering to very strict rules is because of her guardian Primrose. Now, Primrose is an old lady, but she is the head of the witches society to which Mika belongs. So that is why she has these very strict rules laid down by her guardian. Now, as for these rules, the witches are supposed to live a life of, I would say, loneliness. Like, they're not supposed to be mingling or interacting with other witches, because as per Primrose, more than one witch or two witch cannot be present at one place because of their magical abilities, and because of the magical abilities that they have, they will draw unwanted attention. That is why witches are supposed to not be friends and mingling with each other, and that's the reason Mika has always lived a very lonely life. Now, however, in spite of having a lonely life, she finds a creative outlet. She starts posing videos of her witchcraft, performing witchcraft online, of course as a pretense that she's a performing artist, where she's acting like a witch. So she starts putting her witchcraft skills online, of course no one realizing that she is a real witch. However, her life takes an unexpected turn when one day on her DM she finds a message that they're looking for Mika, who is a witch, to come and train these three young witches to control their powers. Now, obviously, Mika is skeptical, a little fearful, but she's also curious that how someone realized that she's a real witch, because she was really trying hard to put up this performance that she's just acting like she's a witch, and of course witches don't exist. So she's really curious, how did this person realize that she's a real witch? Nevertheless, she decides to visit this house called the Nowhere House, where she has to go and train these three young witches. Now, upon arriving at the Nowhere House, not only Mika meets the three young witches, but she also comes across these quirky characters of Nowhere Mansion, Nowhere House, which includes a very handsome and brooding librarian, which adds to the romantic angle to the whole plot. Now, as the days pass by and Mika takes the role of a mentor, she also grapples with her past trauma and embraces the idea of found family and making connections and relationship and belonging. As the plot thickens, as we go forward, there are some external factors that come to threaten the Nowhere House and the residents, including the three young witches. Now, at this time, Mika is forced to face her fears and also decide that how much she's, ready to risk, or how much she's able to go and do for the members or for the people she's recently met, but she's greatly come to care for. So this is what is the plot of the story. Now, the major theme, as I mentioned in the start, the major theme of the book is family and belongingness. The author kind of, gives a message that sometimes how, found families can provide you that love and support and prove to be thicker than blood, actually. There are also three themes of growth, personal growth, acceptance, and truly believing in your self and your powers and your capabilities. And I think for anyone who feels disconnected, and for anyone who is looking for that connection, belongingness, will definitely relate to this book. This book also gives a message that how relationships are important to help with loneliness and fear, and how they come into play. So I feel overall who would enjoy this book. Now, if you are someone who likes stories based on magic, which also includes real life emotions, then you're going to love this book. Also, people who love cozy mysteries and light-hearted romance, then this is the one for you. I absolutely enjoyed it. I think my last book also was a witchy read, which was Rewitch. But if I had to compare between both, I think this was one that I personally enjoyed a lot more. This was more cozy, more whimsical, more fun, because there's also humor in it. So I really enjoyed it. So that was about this charming read. Let me know if you have read it. Let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm going to see you guys next week with another title. Till then, take care, bye bye, and please keep reading.